But the one that I think is way more important to learn is this next one where you get an underhook. So in this position, the person with the underhook is winning, right? So he's got the underhook on me now, he's winning. My goal is to get my arm, I'll lift your arm up a little bit, is to get my arm underneath like this. Once that happens, I should be able to escape. But the hard part is getting your hand in there. So again, if your partner is loose and not paying attention, you can just shoot your hand through. And whenever you shoot your hand through, make sure your arm is up high in his armpit. So I don't want to reach for his hip or his leg in this position. I keep my arm up real high. When the person's tight to you, it's very hard, if not impossible, just take your hand and stick it in there. So what you want to do is that same initial move where I bump hit with my bicep and I bring my hand just straight to my chest. Right? So I'm not trying to get it under, I'm just trying to put it on my chest. Pull tight. All right, so when now the person puts their weight on you, my hand is stuck between me and him. What I'm going to do is just rock my body back and forth. And every time I move, my hand is walking down my body a little bit. So now I can feel the air under his arm. I'm going to just shoot my hands straight under, up high to the armpit, right? And my right knee blocks his leg and hip on this side. But immediately, if you can lock your hands, lock your hands. You don't need to do this, but this is makes it very strong on bottom. My next goal is to get my head under his chest. So I lift my right elbow up, pull my left elbow up, right elbow down, and I pull my head underneath. And if you notice, my knee is like almost on top of his leg over here. Then I'm just going to switch my legs. My right leg comes over and traps his ankle. And now the person on top, if he leaves his hands like this, I can just pop my head out. But he's going to, on top, he's going to whizzer your arm. He wraps his arm around your arm. Right. Now I'm going to keep in control of the ankle. I'm going to bring my head to the mat, hug the hip, pull my elbow back, and come up. Once we get to this position, I'm going to inch myself away. So think about sitting your weight back to your left hip, pulling his leg away, and just using your weight to sit him to his hip. Once you're in this position, you can just drive, you can step to the mount, you can hop off to the side. So first goal is to get your hand under your chest. So I bump, hand in my chest. And then I'm just going to slowly, well, not necessarily slowly, but I'm going to walk my hand down my chest as I rock back and forth until it comes out, right? Lock your hands together. Steering wheel your arms. So my left elbow is going up real high into his armpit. My right elbow is coming down towards the floor. And I'm using my leg to push myself under his chest and stomach. He whizzers the arm. Right? Once you're in this position, your next goal is to trap the ankle. Like that. You'll see sometimes if I can't reach it, I can just hold the hip, take my other hand and push it and trap it. If you need to. It's not always necessary, but it's just remember that. All right, so then from here, my goal is to come up to my knees. So I hug the hip, head comes to the floor, elbow comes back, twist up. And now from here, start to pressure in. So I get my head high, post on my arm, start to sink myself away, and take them back. One more time. Bump, hand comes to your chest. Rock back and forth till your hand goes through. Lock the grip. Pull yourself under. From here, he's going to whizzer the arm. Trap his ankle. To get up, make sure you put your head down and pull your elbow towards your hip. Make it very easy to come up. Remember, in this position, try to get your head high and drive your weight into him. And circle him to his butt. 1, 2, 3.